Divorce is difficult. And I don't mean that just in the sense that it's difficult to make the decision to end your marriage, or that it's difficult to go through the process of figuring out how you're going to divide all the assets, liabilities, and responsibilities you've accumulated during your marriage. Those things are definitely hard, but it's actually more difficult procedurally to get a divorce than it is to get married in this country. And if you step outside of that and you kind of like look back and sort of like digging through why that might be, you start to see all sort of references to family values and public policy. And what I think is really interesting about that is that we look at a woman's decision to end a marriage, and in 60 to 70% of cases, it is women making the decision to end the marriage. But we look at her decision and we view that through the lens as a problem with family values. But we don't look at the underlying behavior that led to her decision to end her marriage. We don't look at the basic incompatibility of the parties. We don't look at the abuse that one or both of them has suffered, whether physical, emotional, sexual, or financial. We don't look at adultery, mental illness, addiction, and view those things like in isolation as an attack on family values. But somehow the decision of a woman to end her marriage is. I think we need to normalize the process of divorce and celebrate, encourage, and support families for establishing family values regardless of the marital status of the parents involved in those situations, but let's celebrate them for ending toxic situations and for finding a better way forward for themselves and their families, and not just keeping them stuck in some archaic institutional concept just for the sake of what we view as public policy or family values. That's backwards, guys.